You are what I'm looking for. I know what I'm looking for.
Hello my crafty friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a birthday card I created using some products that I have in my stash. There are some items I had picked up while I was on vacation in Montreal. My husband had taken me away for my 40th birthday and we got to stop at a craft store. And I had previously talked about using what's in your stash, and there are many items in my craft room that I have purchased and had never used, and these were one of them. I picked up this stuff a month ago and I haven't touched them. So I've got these beautiful backgrounds and some Minte 6x6 happy birthday paper pad along with some ephemera, and I'm just flipping through these galaxy backgrounds. I'll leave a link in the description where you can find these. These are just absolutely gorgeous and I'm really excited to make a card project with some of these backgrounds. So I figured I wanted to pull out a background that would match the color palette of my Minte happy birthday paper collection, and I found one that was sort of blue and pink and purple, and I thought that would match nicely with this paper pad. So I'm going to start by pulling out one of these galaxy backgrounds and flip through the Minte paper and decide which sheet I want to use. I need to make a birthday card for my niece. I wanted it to be extra special, and I'll just kind of cut it up and see where it goes. So I'm going to make a 5x7 card. I have a card base here off to the side, and I'm going to cut a panel that measures 4x6 inches. This way we have a really nice white border around the outside of my card, and then we have a nice good size piece of that background paper. Now I'm going to flip through the happy birthday paper pad and take a look at what I want to do. I decided that I wanted to use these little cut aparts. I thought I would cut them all up and use them as little focal elements for the front of this card. So I'm just going to trim out this entire sheet of little elements, and I think these are really cute, and whatever I don't end up using today, I'll put them all with the ephemera collection, so I keep all of these items together in one spot. So the next thing I'm going to do is grab some white scraps of paper. When I get large reams of paper, sometimes I take them to Staples and have them cut them so that I get card bases, and typically 5x7 has quite a bit of waste, and so I always keep the little scrap bits when they cut them up. So that's what this stack of paper was from. So I just kind of trimmed out the little elements, and I'm going to back them all onto these white cardstock scraps so that they have a nice little border, and it'll just help those little elements stand off of this busy background. So I've got my card base here. I'm just creasing the fold with my bone folder to make sure it's nice and creased and flat. And now I'll adhere my galaxy background down to the center of my card. And then I'm just going to play around with these elements and just kind of find a layout that I think will look nice. And I end up sort of staggering them around the card. First, I'm going to pop up my little elements on some foam squares, and then I'm going to dig through those paper die cuts to see if there's anything else that I can add to this card to sort of balance it out. So I've got my pieces adhered down to the front of the card, and now let's just look and see what we can find. So I tried a bunch of different things. I liked this disco ball. I'm not sure why, I just thought it was kind of cool. It had a galaxy feel to it as well, and this large birthday cake with some candles. And voila, that's it. This card is done. I'm not going to do anything else to the front of this card. I'm going to pull in my sentiment binder. This is a binder I created that has all different types of card sentiments ready to go. I'll share a link in the description of this video on how I made this book, a little bit more in-depth review of it. So I'm just going to flip through, and I immediately found a sentiment that I want to use. I organized this binder by card type. So I have sentiment strips, I have inside sentiments, and I have for thank you, birthday, Christmas, etc. So I found one that I like. I'm going to trim it down to 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. And then I'm going to take another panel that's 4 by 6 inches and adhere this sentiment down so that I have a nice border of that background, and it kind of matches and ties into the front of the card. And I'll just center up my happy birthday. The inside sentiment here reads, "Happy birthday. I hope your birthday is filled with lots of fun, presents, and cake." And I also have a link in the description where you can find these sentiments. I have tons of different sentiments that you can print for your cards on my website. So there we go. This card's complete. The last thing I want to do is bring the envelope to life. I want to take a plain white envelope and coordinate it to this card. I'm going to use another piece of one of those little cut aparts, and I'm going to attach it to my envelope like a little stamp. So it says happy birthday on this little cut apart. This envelope is going to be hand delivered, so I'm not going to be mailing it, so I don't have to worry about bulk or anything on the front of the envelope. So I can decorate it as much as I want. So I've got that little piece there, and now I'm going to grab one of the die cut elements, and I immediately found what I wanted. So I've got this little birthday cake slice, and I'm going to adhere that onto the back flap of the envelope. And then everything coordinates together nicely, and we have a gorgeous and elegant card with a matching envelope. And I love the way this looks. Here's a close-up look at our finished Galaxy birthday card. I love the way this turned out. I hope that you enjoyed this quick and simple little card just using pattern paper and die cuts. You can dig through your stash and find all different kinds of stuff to make simple cards just like this, and they turn out gorgeous in the end. Alright, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend it here with me. I appreciate the support as always. Products I used in today's video you'll find linked in the description box down below. Coming up on screen are some videos I think you may enjoy. Have yourself a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!